But I have a short story here to read by Ruth Bricker, who is one of our cottagers. And those of you who know Ruth, you may not have been able to see her behind the podium. She's a little shorter than I am, but she's written a beautiful story here. So her story is called My First Train Ride and a Piece of Pie. A family from Baltimore had come to visit our neighbors across the street. Our family had gotten acquainted with the family over the years. They usually had a young girl along who was the babysitter for their 2 kids, so we became acquainted with her as well. I think she was probably around age 20 at the time of the occurrence. She came over to our house to ask my mom if I could go with her to York to do some shopping. World War II was still raging on, so gas rationing was also still on. So we'd go by train. I think she just wanted to get this poor little country mouse on a train ride. The shopping held no interest for me, but the train ride sure did. When Mom said I could go, wow. Yes, Little Glen Rock had a train station back then, but it has long ago been replaced by a service station. I think it should have been preserved for its historical value. Of course, I love that bumpy old train ride to York. Such a memorable event for a country kid. So now Mary was finished with her shopping, and it was lunchtime. She took us to, of all places, the Yorktown Hotel dining room. I have no clue any longer what else our meal consisted of, but oh, the dessert. Mary had ordered each of us a huge piece of lemon meringue pie. My mom was no slouch when it came to turning out lemon meringue pie, but the hotel's one was a real production. Deep lemon pie and meringue on top, as deep as the lemon pie. A production to die for. I'm sitting there enjoying that masterpiece of culinary art when Mary said, "It's polite to leave something on your plate." What? At our house, we were told to eat whatever you'd taken on your plate or no dessert. Here I was, already enjoying this memorable dessert, and Mary Catherine's telling me I need to leave something. A tough or fatty old piece of meat, maybe I could have done so. But this heavenly ravishing piece of pie, how can I? So I kept on shoving it in until a little bit of the guilt trip hit me. And I'll bet you can guess what I left. Yup, I left the south end of the crust. And even that was too good to leave. But I couldn't stand to see any other part of that delight for a fleck of the crows to fight over out there in the city dump. Unpatriotic. Huh.